Hi, it's Lynn Shuck, and we're going to look at Front Warrior today, some of the basic instructions that I give to most people. I've pulled this apart in other places in different ways, but this is what I'm currently teaching, usually when people first start working with me, believe it or not. So here we go. Front Warrior starts from parallel feet, 4 to 6 inches apart. As you go to step back, making sure you're not crossing onto a balance beam. So feet stay that 4 to 6 inches apart. You also have both feet pointed forward, toes pointed forward, so we're not letting this heel turn in, heel down. Heel is up, toes are pointed forward. So now that you've seen that part, I'm going to turn sideways. So it's a big step back, not so big that you're stuck bent forward, because then people end up hurting their back trying to get upright. We want to be fairly vertical through the torso. Press weight down into your front heel. Push your back heel toward the wall behind you. This is not toward the floor. This is away from your pelvis so the leg straightens and you feel more stretch and effort through the front of the hip and thigh. On your front foot, press your toes into the ground. So we have both legs active, weight evenly balanced across the balls of the feet and the front heel, back leg straight, pelvis trying to be upright, the best you can do. And we'll come back to standing and we'll take the other side. Same exact instructions. This is the first round, so the most basic instructions. Find your front heel, push your back heel into an imaginary wall behind you, get your 10 toes on the floor, all of them should be on the floor, and lift up. So there's this feeling of lower abdomen helping hold you up. As you keep your back leg straight, you might feel your glutes engage, and it will again increase that hip extension and stretch in the front of the thigh. And we come back to standing. We're going to take it again, adding a few more instructions. Big step back, heels, toes. Imagine the top of your thighs squeezing in. And imagine your front heel pulling back towards your back foot. So it didn't go anywhere in space, but you may feel your front leg engage more, you may feel the back leg engage more, but this idea that your front foot could squeeze toward the back leg, and we come up. So we're always trying to add more muscular effort into the lower body in this pose. We'll take the second side, front heel, back heel, toes. Maybe you squeeze in at the top of the thighs, and maybe you start dragging your front foot towards your back leg. Again, you might feel this more in the front hamstring and outer hip and thigh. You might feel this more in the back leg, in your quadriceps, or even in your glutes. And we come to standing. Taking this into extension, into a movement, one last variation of this. We set up, we try and put all the things in place. Heels, toes, in, lift, heel draws back. That's a lot. As we start moving, you may lose all that. That's okay. We're going to tip forward at the hip socket and come back up. Moving forward. Now you can have your hands on your hips, you can have your hands by your side, but for the most part, we're not doing anything with the arms right now. We're focused on the lower body. Every time you come back to upright, try and keep that back leg straight. As you're bending and coming down and up, try not to bend the front knee more, try not to straighten it anymore. We're going to come forward and hold. So we've gone down and up several times. Now that you're here, you can check in on all those earlier instructions. Is your front heel pushing down? Is your back heel pushing back? Can you squeeze in at the top of the thighs? Can you imagine your front heel pulling towards your back foot? And then as we bring the body back to vertical, we're going to keep that back leg good and straight, really feel that work in this back leg, and come to standing. It's a lot of effort. Here we go, we're going to take the other side. Big step back, front heel, back heel, toes, squeeze in, lift up, keep that back leg straight. Imagine the front heel pulling toward the back leg. All that maybe goes out the window and we start to move. down and back up. My spine is moving all in one piece. My head comes with it. There's no arching or rounding. It almost feels like I'm sticking my butt out because I'm hinging at this hip socket. My pelvis tips forward and pelvis comes back upright. We're going to come forward one more time and stay and check out what's going on in your legs. Press down into your front heel. Push your back heel away from your head. Squeeze in at the top of the thighs. Maybe you can drag your front heel towards your back foot. And as we come back upright slowly, we keep pushing through that back leg, keep it straight, and we come to standing. So I didn't really address the upper body at all because when someone is first working on Front Warrior, it's the lower body that we're trying to wake up. So just check out how you feel after that. You might be a little shaky, you might feel really tall. This can really stabilize what's going on in the joints. It strengthens the legs, it strengthens the feet, it improves hip extension, it improves core strength. It should not ever be bothering your lower back or your knees or any of your joints. So have a go at it, see what that does for you. Let me know.